ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात्कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ So last time we were seeing some shlokas, from Viveka Chudamani for Nididhyasana. These are the shlokas which describe the nature of Atma, nature of the self, nature of oneself, nature of I. And in that the verse was, I said last time, Yena Vishwamidam Vyaptam Yam Na Vyapnoti Kinchana Abharupam Idam Sarvam Yam Bhanti Anubhati Ayam. And it says, this Yena Vishwamidam Vyaptam, the consciousness pervades this whole universe. Yam Na Vyapnoti Kinchana, where nothing pervades this consciousness. The consciousness is available as consciousness in the mind. Consciousness is available for recognition. In fact, everything is available for recognition. The whole world is available for recognition in the mind. And therefore, what pervades the world also is available for recognition in the mind. Because the world is non-separate from the consciousness, and therefore, if you are able to recognize the world in the mind in form of thoughts, so the consciousness also is available for recognition in the mind. So, but what is available for recognition in the mind is taken existing in the mind. That's not the case. We saw also last time. So, Yena Vishwamidam Vyaptam, Shankaracharya said that the consciousness pervades the whole universe, and Yam Na Vyapnoti Kinchana, whereas nothing can pervade this consciousness. Abharupam Idam Sarvam, and we have seen these two readings were there, Abharupam, Abharupam. Abharupam Atma, pervades the world, you can say. Asamantat Bhatiti Abha, which is of the nature of light, nature of consciousness. Abharupam. Bha means light. So Abharupam Atma Vishwam Vyapnoti, you can say. Or Abharupam Vishwam. Abha means Achetana. Abha means Chetana. Either of the reading you take. If you take Abharupam, then it becomes an adjective to Vishwam. If you take Abharupam, etc., then it is an adjective to Atma. So Abharupam Atma, basically this Abharupam Idam Vyapnoti, Idam Vishwam Vyapnoti. Yam Bhantam Anubhatyayam, Yam Bhantam Anubhati Ayam. So what is the proof for the consciousness pervading the world? That's a thing. Then the proof is that the world is known to me. That's it. Is the proof for the pervasion of consciousness. And we saw the example perhaps that what is a proof to show that the light pervades this book. We can take this example. So I do not require actually any proof. That I am able to read the book proves the book is pervaded by the light. And therefore my very readability of the book is the proof for the pervasion of light. So if the book were not pervaded by the light, definitely, like in the midnight, etc., when the electricity suppose is not there, etc., well, I may not, I may have the book in the hand, but still the book is not knowable. Or book is lying in front of me on the desk. Book is but not readable, not knowable. And therefore, let us put it in a technical form, that the book by itself does not enjoy the knowability or readability. But if the book is readable now, knowable now, it is because of some extra principle pervading it. So in the same way, Vedanta argues that world does not enjoy the knowability. The world which is unknowable, inert, etc., is knowable. Yes, just as the light pervades the book, similarly the whole world is pervaded by a light. Let us say that light is called light of consciousness, that is me. And so therefore, the light of consciousness pervades the world. So whenever I am experiencing the world, well, definitely two things is there. One is the world and another is pervading consciousness. Two things means it is in the bracket, okay? So there are actually not two things. But since the example, example we are saying like this. And therefore, so whenever I read the book, definitely I am experiencing two things. One is the book, another is a pervading light. So the difference between these two is what? One is a non-self-shining, that is a book. Another is self-shining, that is the light. Right? And same way, here also there are two things to begin with. One is the consciousness, other is the world. World is like a book. So world is knowable? Yeah. World is experienceable? Yeah. In form of sound, touch, all this. Constantly we experience the world. Well, therefore, the world which is inert has no knowability on its own. But still world is knowable, experienceable every moment, means of something else as though pervades the world. And therefore that is the consciousness. So this is how we can, with the example we can tell that yena idam vishwam vyaptam. This consciousness pervades the entire world. Then he goes to another verse. Eshontaratma Purushah Purana. This is, I think, verse 133 in Vivek Chudamani. Nirantar Akhanda Sukhanubhutihi Sadaikarupaha Pratibodha Matraha Yeneshita Vagasavascharanti. So, Yeshaha Antaratma Purushah Purana. So, this Atma is a very Purusha. The Atma is very inner essence of everything, which is known as a Purusha. So, it's a Purana. Purana means it's of nature of, let's take that word later. Nirantara Akhandaha Sukhanubhutihi. Nirantara and Akhanda, well, basically are two adjectives to be added. Along with the Sukham, Nirantara and Akhanda adjectives should be added with this Anubhuti also. We'll see these words. This is another description of Atma. Nirantara Sukham, Akhanda Sukham. Nirantara Anubhutihi, Akhanda Anubhutihi. These four words we will have to understand. Nirantara Sukham. Nirantara Sukham means what? It's of the nature of Ananda, which is continuous. Nirantara means continuous, gapless, permanent, you can say. So, and Akhanda Sukham. Akhanda Sukham means, this is the Sukham, Ananda, which is Purna. So, Nirantaram means actually it is free from the time division. And Akhanda means which is free from the space division. You can take that way. So, it is Purna Sukham. Same way, Nirantara Anubhutihi and Akhanda Anubhutihi. Anubhuti means consciousness. And so Chaitanya, and Nirantara Anubhuti means it is permanent consciousness. Akhanda Anubhuti means undivided consciousness. So this Nirantara word removes the notion regarding the division in time, and Akhanda removes the notion of a division in space. So Nirantara Anubhuti means Chaitanya, consciousness. Anyway, so Akhanda means there is no gap space-wise. Nirantara means there is no gap time-wise. So neither limited by time nor limited by space. So the final meaning of this Nirantara Akhanda Sukhanubhuti, Nirantara Akhanda Sukhanubhuti will be, well, it is Purna Sukham, Sarupa Sukham, Purna Ananda, Sarupa Ananda, etc. We say that. So it's infinite consciousness. See? So by saying this Ananda, whenever the word Sukham, etc., Ananda comes, which is infinite or eternal. So Shankaracharya ji uses this word to negate ultimately all experientiable pleasures. So because no experiential pleasure can be defined as this Brahmananda. However extraordinary bliss or Ananda may be there, however mystical bliss may be there, well, ecstasy may be there, it cannot be called Atmananda or Brahmananda, because even the highest form of experiential pleasure also is subject to time, subject to space or a place, subject to the things. And therefore, well, so when they say I experienced the highest bliss in the Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, so in Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, that's a place or a state. And at that time I experienced. So time also, it is limited in time. Limited and in that state. So let us say Deshataha, in that avastha. And therefore, well, that even the highest form of a Ananda, they call it as a bliss, etc., in Nirvikalpa Samadhi also, is limited in time and limited in place. And also they use a past tense. I experienced, they say. And therefore, the very fact that they give a location of time in Samadhi, I experienced, etc., well, so that shows a past. So, and so now they are tensed, naturally, past tense, Past tense means that this Ananda is a past, and now they are tense. Tense for what? Tense to get back the same experience again. That's the thing. Therefore, Nirantara Akhanda, Ananda, etc., is not an experience. It's a Swarupa. It is just a Swarupa. We have discussed this several times, Purna and this. Actually, this limitlessness, etc., centered on oneself, when you are aware of that I am limitless, that is called Ananda. That's all, nothing else. So, well, we can, permanent experiential pleasure, etc., is a wrong expression actually. Like, say hot ice cream, etc., square circle, like that permanent experience, etc. Here, Ananda, of course, permanent experience of Ananda. That kind of a thing is not there. Such a thing doesn't exist. Like hot ice cream doesn't exist, or hot ice does not exist, square circle does not exist. Well, same way, this permanent experience is a contradictory term. Permanent experience is a contradictory term. Forget about the happiness. Permanent experience of happiness. Even we need not use this. Permanent experience itself is like a square circle or a hot ice. Very word experience indicates impermanence. The very word permanent indicates it is non-experiential. So, what do you mean by this permanent Ananda? Well, we talk about when we say permanent Ananda, well, etc., permanent Sukham, etc. The word Ananda should be translated as a Purnatvam. We should not translate it as a pleasure. Well, because the word pleasure has that sense of a experience. So, this bliss and etc., they use many, many words. So, it is not an experiential word. So, whenever we talk about this Nityananda, The word Ananda should not be translated by this permanent, by the experiential word. And what do we mean by this experiential word? Pleasure is an experiential word. An experiential word means a word which indicates a temporary experience. All they have other things also, bliss and beatitudes and I think ecstasy, and that they use this kind of thing. Many words, even in yoga also, many people use this kind of words. All of them refer to different types of experiences. So Ananda should be translated in Vedanta. Whenever word Sukham, Ananda, etc. comes, we should translate it as a Purnatvam, limitlessness. And this is simple to understand. In any moment of a joy, there is no limitation. One feels centered on oneself, but when does not feel any kind of a limitation. We call it as a moment of a joy. So basically, even in a moment of a joy, in an experience of Ananda also, basically you see yourself as totally acceptable. If you are not acceptable to yourself and still you are enjoying, such thing does not exist. It doesn't exist. In a moment of joy, you accept yourself. When you accept yourself, definitely you see yourself full and complete. When you see yourself a limited being or lacking, well, definitely you won't accept yourself. And therefore, even in a moment of joy, that's another thing. We go one step further, that in a moment of joy, actually, we experience ourselves only. We don't experience, the object becomes just a nimitta, right? But because we are not aware, we don't know the self is Purnam. So we superimpose upon an object that this is a source of happiness, etc. No object is a source of happiness. No time is a source of happiness. No place is a source of happiness. This is the experience of everyone. No time we can call it as is a time of happiness. So even though happy hour, Puja Swami used to tell happy hour, but there is no happy hour actually. No time, no place. Wherever you go to Switzerland or anywhere, Hawaii or anywhere you go. Anywhere you get bored. Anywhere you get bored. That shows that this particular thing is not promising. Only it's a superimposition. When you accept yourself at a given time, place, or with association to any object, if you are able to accept yourself, you are a happy self. And you cannot accept yourself unless you see yourself a full and complete being. Therefore, ultimately, that's how wise people are happy anywhere. Because their happiness does not depend upon an object or time or place. Means they are not seeking an experiential pleasure. That's all it is. Any experiential pleasure is momentary. So when we discuss here, of course, Sukham, Ananda, etc., Nitya Sukham, etc., it is not an experience. Many people feel in Vedanta, when they come in Vedanta, they are really waiting for some kind of an happiness which will manifest. It's not like that. It's your understanding about yourself that you don't lack anything. That's the thing. If you are clear that you don't lack anything, you are always happy. People with a lot of efforts try to fill, try to remove this, a lack within oneself. This wise person understands, in spite of a lack or limitation, I am happy. In spite of lack or limitation, I am a happy self. That is the understanding. That's called moksha. In spite of limitation, I am limitless. What is this? In spite of limitation, I am limitless. What are you talking? So, at the level of ahankara, because the identification with the body, etc., Well, for an ignorant person, well, I am ahankara, I am a jiva, etc. I am individual, I am a limited being. That's a reality for that person. So he is definitely putting a lot of efforts to ultimately become a self which is free from this kind of a lack. Whereas Jnani knows this, that I am ahankara. He also says I am ahankara, but that is mithya ahankara. Therefore, at the level of ahankara, there is a limitation. Because I told you several times that because body, since as long as the body is there, is so-called I notion also should be there to enjoy the prarabdha, to experience the prarabdha, that will be there. Ahankara falls within Ishvara Srishti. And once ahankara falls into Ishvara Srishti, then definitely as ahankara I project many things. Something as favorable, unfavorable, this, that, etc. That is Jiva Srishti. Anyway, this we have discussed several times. So, Purnatvam is not basically Ananda means here Purnatvam, and Purnatvam can be permanent because it happens to be my nature. And Purnam should be my nature. If it is not my nature and it is other than myself, then it is not Purnam. It is Apurnam. I am also Apurnam and other thing also Apurnam. So, Aham Apurnaha, Idam Apurnam. Now, Purnamada Purnamidam nahi. Aham Apurnaha, Idam also Apurnam. Everything Apurnam. Purnam should include you. If Purnam should include me, means then I am Purna. And therefore, that is what you experience in a moment of joy. That is what you experience even in a deep sleep state and experience a joy. Anytime, in a waking state, in a dream state, or in a deep sleep state, whenever you see yourself without lack, object can become a nimitta, time can become a nimitta, space, particular place can become a nimitta. Just you are just with yourself. That's all. In a moment of joy. And you are with yourself, means there is a total acceptance of the self. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what I always request to our people to pick. To analyze these moments of joy. Then definitely vairagya becomes evident. It comes. As a consequence, because nowhere there is a sukha, nowhere. So Ananda should be translated as a Ananda. That's what Pujya Swami does. Ananda is always translated as Ananda. But Ananda comes anywhere. At many places it comes. In Upanishads, in Bhagavad Gita, anywhere. Well, people immediately think of some kind of an experience of a joy, etc., pleasure, etc. Well, that's not the case. Atma is of the nature of Purnatva, limitless. Well, then in that verse it says Sada Ekarupam. Sadaika means Sada Ekarupam. Atma is ever of the same nature. Ekarupam means Ek Sarupam, the same nature. Atma is ever of the same nature, which is not subject to any change at all. Nirvikara. So in the scriptures, generally when we talk about this Srishti or creation, the Upanishad uses this expression that Brahman was there, and what did Brahman did? Well, so kamayata bahusyam prajaye, etc. Satapastaptva idagam sarvam asrujata yadidam kincha tat sruštva tadeva anupravishata, etc., etc. So, well, if you literally translate, it means Brahman was alone or was feeling lonely, and that's how perhaps it wanted many people around, and therefore, well, it thought, let me become many, so that many people will be there, I will not feel lonely. So, how does he become many? So, one can become many by dividing oneself. So, if a lump of gold becomes, many lumps, well, the only possibility it should get divided. And once it gets divided, here in our case, this Advaitam Brahma, Advaitam Atma becomes Dvaitam. So, well, many people think that Brahman was Advaitam, non-dual before. And now, after creation, since it has become many, now the Dvaitam has come. And then, this Dvaitam, ultimately has to become again Advaitam. So we have all come from the Bhagavan, and what should we do? We have to basically again go to the Bhagavan, merge into Bhagavan, etc. This is all misconception. Shankaracharya ji negates this misconception. Advaitam has never become Dvaitam. There was Advaitam, there is Advaitam, and there will be Advaitam. Sada Eka Rupam. What is it? What was its nature? Non-dual. What is its nature now? Non-dual. In creation also? Yeah, in creation also. What will be its nature? Advaitam. Sada Eka Rupam. Sada Advaita Rupam. That is you. I am talking about you. I am talking about me, okay? So if Brahman was, ever Advaitam, how do you account for this duality, Swamiji? How do you account for all this? So, and how do you account for the statement? Shastra says, so kamayata bahusyam prajaya. So, let me become many, etc. is there. So, he has literally divided. He was non-dual before. Now he has divided in form of creation, many names and forms. So we have to say, is as though divided. Brahman was Advaitam all the time. Dvaitam, basically seemingly appears. Dvaitam seemingly exists, you can say. Seemingly resolved. Seemingly existing, seemingly resolved. Seemingly comes out. How? But this we are not able to accept. It's your experience. Just as dream duality comes, dream duality exists, dream duality resolves. The waker was lying in the room, right? Single waker was lying in the room. He was Advaitam. Right now also Advaitam. So even when there was a duality, when there was a duality, he was seeing the whole dream world came out from him. Space, time and everything. He is experiencing, at that time also he is Advaitam. That's the thing. Not Dvaitam resolves. The dream world resolves, space, time and all objects resolve, and now he is Advaitam. No. When he is experiencing everything, he is one alone. In spite of duality, there is non-duality. Therefore, in spite of duality, there is non-duality. Means either of them is appearance. Duality is appearance. By duality is appearance. Non-duality is appearance. Duality is real. Duality resolves and duality comes. It comes from non-duality, resolves into non-duality, and therefore at this moment also it is non-dual. It's non-dual. That's how it is. So you are non-dual Brahman. Okay? Therefore, this Chaitanyam, etc., consciousness can never get divided. Sada Eka Rupam. So what you should do in, this, in Niridhyasana, we are interested in Niridhyasana. Pick up these words. Just pick up words. Sada Eka Rupam. And then think. But Swamiji, I can't think. Keep a note. Keep a note. What does this mean? Sada Eka Rupam. Replace Ekam by word Advaitam. Sada Advaita Rupam. Means ever non-dual. What is ever non-dual? Means in spite of this duality which came from this Brahman, which is non-dual, right now also it is non-dual Brahman. Therefore, this appearance, this duality is just an appearance. Then your mind will ask a question. I am not able to digest it. Give an example to yourself of a dream, which is a matter of experience to you, which you know very well. You need not have to ask anybody about your dream experience. How from me the waker, how under the spell of ignorance, whole thing comes. We have to add. Somebody waker can never become dreamer. That's true. Waker can become dreamer only after sleep, ignorance. Same way, I, the Brahman, non-dual Brahman, cannot become this duality. Correct? Add one word, Maya. Under the spell of Maya, right, becomes non-dual. Then, but due to ignorance, what comes out in a dream, that is just appearance. Same way, under the spell of Maya, what comes out is an appearance with a upadhi. So upadita. So upadikam beda. So with a ignorance upadhi, I the waker becomes the entire dream world including space and time, and therefore it is appearance, it resolves into me, it comes out of the me. After, no waker can become dreamer directly. He has to, waker has to be covered. Waker has to be covered by ignorance. Therefore, when you go to bed at 10 o'clock, immediately, no, but I get dreams, Swamiji, even if I am waking. That's a daydream, okay? That's a daydreaming. That everyone does after getting a job. New job, first job when you get, and then you come home, and then you start thinking, this job is really good. Then if I progress, I get so and so salary, then I will buy one house and then marry and this and that, and then the children also. I think there's nearby very nice school also is there. I think that's a good place. And he's sitting on that cot, and then mom calls, okay, take the food. Then he comes out. This is a daydream. I am not talking about that. I am talking about this experience of a dream, night dream, etc. When the waker is covered, one non-dual waker cannot become space, time, and the entire dream world the duality. It has to be covered. Same way, one non-dual Brahman, how can it become this creation? Well, put one thing in between. That's Maya. That's Maya. Therefore, Maya means it has not really become. Waker is a waker right now. When he is experiencing, when he has divided into space, time and everything, waker is a waker. Waker has, the non-dual nature of the waker has not undergone any change. Same way the non-dual Brahman has not undergone any change. Sada eka rupam. Well, it just appears. But why it appears? Maya. Example. Why waker appears as the dreamer and the dream world? Everything. Waker alone appears as a dreamer and the dream world. And there is a division. The dreamer and the dream objects. And the space, time and everything. Everything. Why? Ignorance. There is nothing. There is nothing. Waker. Right now also is waker only. The person in a dream is not able to say. Person who wakes up is able to say. The dream space was me alone. The dream time was me alone. The dreamer was me alone. The dream road was me alone. The dream temple was me alone. The dream ocean was me alone. In a dream you can't understand. When you wake up you are able to appreciate. That's one non-dual waker under the spell of this ignorance, while has become many, as though. If it has really become many, now waker has gone. Waker has gone because it has become many. Gone. Like the milk has become curd. No, I want milk for tea. No, gone. It's not parinama. It's just an appearance. And therefore, here also same way, sada ekarupam. This is how you have to think. I'm giving you some pieces for Nidhyasana, okay? So these are very significant words. Sadaika rupam, akhandam, nirantaram, sukham, anubhutim, nirantara akhanda sukha anubhuti, etc. Then another word for Nidhyasana, pratibodh matraha, very beautiful. Pratibodh matraha, atma, this is a description of you. Pratibodh matraha, it has a two meaning. Matraha means recognized, evident, recognizable, you can say. So Atma is evident, Atma is recognizable, Atma is evident, where Pratibodham in every experience, Pratibodham means in every, Bodham, we have actually this, I hope you remember some words in Upanishad. I think Bhashyakara refers to that Upanishad mantra. Pratibodham means every experience, means every experience, every piece of knowledge, every cognition. Bodham means cognition, experience. Shabdanubhava, Shabdabodha, let us say. Rupa Bodha, Sparsha Bodha, Swada Bodha, etc. etc. Gandha Bodha. So basically, and other also. This is through in senses. But in mind, Sukha Bodha, Dukkha Bodha, recognition of Sukham, Dukkham, recognition of anger, recognition of a jealousy, all Bodha. Pratibodham, Bodham, Prati, iti Pratibodham. Bodham, Prati means what, Swamiji? In every Bodha, in every piece of cognition, in every experience, whether it is external or it is internal, emotional, etc., Matraha, this Atma is Pratibodha Matraha, means Atma is recognizable in every Bodha, in every experience. But why Matraha is recognizable, evident? Why? Because Ma Dhatu is there. So, Miyate iti Matraha. In Bhashyakara has given this kind of Vyutpatti in a Bhashyam, in a Bhagavad Gita, Matra Sparsha Astu Kaunteya, etc. etc. There, Bhashyakara has given this meaning of word Matra. Miyate. Ma means to know and Matra means known. Measured. Ma means to measure. To measure. Which is measured or which is known. Miyate iti Matra. Anyway, and Bodha means experience. Prati means every. So Pratibodha means every experience. Matra means known, evident, recognized. So Atma is one which is recognized, evident in every experience. Now we have to go into little detail. Then it becomes Nididhyasana. This much is not Nididhyasana. Pratibodha Matra. Prati means Swamiji said this. Bodha means this. And Matra means this. Then what? So this won't go further. And never say in Nididhyasana, Atma is like this. Atma is like never say I am like this. But Swamiji, by saying it nothing happens. No problem. But still say that I am like this. I am evident in every form of experience, external or internal. So, this well-known Kenopanishad expression we have seen several times, and that Patibodham, Viditam Matam, etc., etc. So, it means what? I have to experience this. Let me explain. If I have to experience any one of you, well, I have to focus my attention towards you. Special effort is required, and then I have to look in the direction where you are, etc. So I have to turn my face and eyes have to be open, eyes must be in a good condition, etc., etc. Maybe spectacles are also required. If they are required, I should use. And then I can experience a particular person. And even if I focus upon a particular person, I cannot permanently see when I focus on another person. So this person becomes defocused. So I'm explaining this word Pratibodha Matra. This Atma or I is ever experienced in every cognition or in all experiences. That's what I am trying to explain. So, but imagine that I have to experience the light in the hall. If I have to experience a particular person, definitely effort is required. My head should turn towards that person, my eye should fall on that person, and my mind should be behind that person. Eyes should be in a good condition. If they are not in good condition, if I require spectacles, I have to wear spectacles, everything I have to do. But if I have to experience This person is in the hall and I am also in the hall. But if I have to experience the light in the hall, what special effort is required? What do you think? I need not focus on particular person to experience the light, right? Whichever person I am seeing, along with that person, I am experiencing the light. So when I am reading the book, I am experiencing the light. What is the proof? The very fact that, well, I am able to read the book, well, is because of the light. Therefore, experience of light does not require any particular experience. It is available in and through every experience. So if this principle is understood, we can extend it to this self also. This self also knowledge, or let's say self-knowledge. If you want to know the self, you don't require a particular experience. Like if you want to know the light or experience the light, you don't require a particular experience to experience the light. You definitely require a particular experience to experience a particular person. Definitely your attention should go, as I told you everything. But to experience light, you don't require particular experience. In every experience of a particular person, the light is experienced by you. The fact that you are able to experience the person, you are experiencing light. Right? You are experiencing the light. If light is not there, you are not able to see the person. And therefore, self is available in every particular experiences. Particular experiences, self is available in experience of a word, self is available in experience of a sound, self is available in experience of a form, smell, touch, taste, everything. So, let me give you another example. Like, when you see, knowledge of a wave, when it is available, so when you know the wave, you may not be knowing the river. Or when you have a knowledge of a river, you may not have a knowledge of a ocean, let us say. When you have knowledge of a pond, you may not have a knowledge of a river. So when this particular knowledge is there, knowledge of ocean, knowledge of river, knowledge of a pond, knowledge of a creek, etc. Well, they are all mutually exclusive pieces of knowledge. But water knowledge is available where? And therefore, well, there is, wave knowledge includes water knowledge. Creek knowledge includes water knowledge. Ocean knowledge includes water knowledge. River knowledge includes water knowledge. Right? Therefore, knowledge of water does not require a particular knowledge. No, when I know the ocean, then only I can know the water. When I know the creek, no, I don't know the water. That's not the case. And therefore, river knowledge, etc., ocean knowledge, well, they are mutually exclusive, but I don't require a particular knowledge only to know the water. So, only then how do I get the knowledge of water? Well, you don't require a special focusing. You have to only turn the attention to the fact that water is available in and through in all these pieces of knowledge. So water knowledge is, that's called water knowledge. So in all ocean knowledge, there is a water knowledge. There is water in ocean. There is water in river, water in pond, water in a creek, etc. Water in a lake. So same way, in every experience, this self is available, because of which, in fact, experience of touch, smell, taste, etc. takes place. So Jagrat Sapna Sushuptishu Sputatara Yasambit Vijrumbate. So this is indicated by that. In all these states, Sputatara, which is ever evident, is this consciousness, the self. This is indicated by Pratibodha Matra, which is evident in every particular experience. So this is one meaning of this Pratibodha Matra. the second meaning. The word Matraha means, as I told you, known, recognized, evident, available. Pratibodha also means Guru Shastra Upadesha. Bodha means Upadesha. So, Guru Shastra Upadesha. So, Pratibodha Matraha means Atma is evident, is recognizable through the teaching of Guru and Shastra. So the first, meaning we have given, Pratibodha Matra means it is available in every experience, experience of a waking state, experience of a dream state, etc., or in a deep sleep state where you don't experience a particular thing, still the Atma is there to experience the absence. That's the one meaning we have given. And the second meaning we have given of this word Pratibodha Matra is, it is evident as recognizable through Guru Shastra teaching. So, I particularly, how this will be useful in Nidhyasana. We don't want the second meaning, but there is something which I want to convey. See, the question now will be, the interpretation of this word which we gave is that it is evident in every experience. And in second, the meaning we gave is, it is evident or recognizable through Guru Shastra Upadesha. In fact, these two are contradictory. Because if it is available in every experience, why should I require Guru Shastra Upadesha? Right? You say it is available for everyone in every experience. And everyone experiences the world in form of smell, touch and everything. And you say Atma is available, which is in fact evident in all these experiences. Then I don't require Guru Shastra Upadesha. So why to both the meanings you are giving? Why should I require Guru Shastra Upadesha at all? So, Guru Shastra Upadesha is not to reveal the Atma. It should be clear in your mind. Guru Shastra Upadesha is not to reveal Atma, because Atma is ever revealed in every experience. Just as I need not teach you to reveal the light in the hall, I did not teach you, and definitely I did not teach you to, I did not teach to you that the light is revealed in the hall, because even before my teaching, the light is in the hall is revealed to you. Then here, what is Guru Shastra Upadesha meant for? This is very secret, very secret. They are all, Guru Shastra Upadesha is to turn your attention of the student towards the ever evident Atma. That is what the purpose of this teaching, to turn your attention towards that. When you experience a person, your attention is on the person. I say, because of which you experience the person, you are able to see the person. Turn your attention to that, which is pervading the entire person. Your attention is on the person, but not on a principle because of which the person is revealed to you. Your attention is not there. Only my words bring your attention to that pervading principle because of which you are able to see the person, right? Therefore, light has already pervaded. It is evident. In fact, that reflected light only comes to your eyes and you are able to see the person. But your attention is not there. Your attention is on the person, whoever you experience. I say, because of which you are able to see the person, that pervading principle, just appreciate it. That's all. That is light. So this is what the teaching of light, teaching of ever evident light is this, nothing else. Same way, in every experience, our attention is all the time on words and the sounds and forms and touch and this, etc. Basically, because of which all experience takes place, that is due to consciousness. So when Guru Shastra Upadesha is to bring your attention to this ever evident consciousness present in every cognition, invariably present, without any change. So this is what the meaning of, that's how even the Pratibodha Matraha has two meaning, but this is the clarification regarding that both the meanings are required. Basically, it is ever evident in every experience, and it is evident to you by Guru Shastra Upadesha, by focusing, by bringing your attention to the ever evident consciousness. That's all. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.